Right, I'd like you to access the lesson planning resources that's accessible on Canvas. Maybe something that you would like to um, link electronically for your future. We're going to start off with this third area over here that says Eureka, the curriculum that Carney is using. And starting on October 23rd, you will see these lessons taking place with students. I'm also hopeful that you'll have opportunities to work with students using the language of the lesson plans, whether that be for a few individuals, whether that be assisting the classroom teacher. She may be giving you a copy of this or ask you to access the information. So it's important that you understand how to access the information. When we go ahead and click, I'm just going to go with the middle, third grade. If you go to the first module, I'm asking all of you to do that kind of on our guided work since it's still fairly early in the school year. If you go to Module 1, where it has downloadable resources, that's where you'll find the Teacher's Edition. And in the Teacher's Edition, I'm asking you to kind of compare and contrast how a Eureka lesson, some of the questions that you asked me today, how detailed, what do the questions look like, what types of materials are used. So I can go ahead and click the downloadable resources. When I do that, I see the different parts, but we're going to look specifically at the Teacher Edition. And then from the Teacher Edition, the M is for what module, and I'll just go with Module 1 since it's early in the year. Feel free to pick whichever one you like. This is a lot of information. I by no means expect you to read it all. I just want you to scroll and find a lesson. So right here, I'm going to stop on Lesson 3. I can see what the purpose of the lesson is, and let's see with the parts of the lesson, just like you write lesson plans for me, they have the different parts. Fluency, 15 minutes. Application, 5 minutes. Concept development, that's the heart and soul. When we are writing our lessons, we're going to spend the 30 minutes, give or take, with the picture book and the modeling and the student practice with a comparable amount of time. So what do you notice? It's got some transitions written in, the student dialogue, the visual of how that's going to be written. What are these specific notes about on the side? How helpful would those be? So I want you to preview. The exit ticket is a common feature with the recommendation of reading the exit ticket aloud. But the exit ticket isn't shown right there at the end of the lesson. It should be something that you're able to access. So I do want you to preview. Don't overwhelm yourself, just one, and think about the details, the types of questions, the type of information. How helpful would that be for you to use to impact student learning, because we're in the field to fine-tune our crafts as a teacher, but ultimately to help the students make sense of the math they're expected to learn. If I go back to grade 3, module 1, and I'd like you to do this for your grade level. So if you're working with Mrs. Huffmaster, please choose first grade. If you're working with Mrs. Ramatsky, please choose 5th grade. And so something else, I'd like you to just write down what other features did you spend some time examining that come with the curriculum from this page. Did you take a look at the parent newsletter? Did you take a look at any of the assessments like the quizzes? Or for the exit tickets, you'll need to click, I think, the exit ticket solutions rather than GoFormative is a program for the iPad. Did you look at the slideshows? Did you look at the video, which really is for the teacher? It's the content background knowledge. I would not play this video. This is not intended to be for the child.
This is the 3rd grade Module 1, Lesson 1. And in this lesson, we are understanding that equal groups really suggests the act of multiplication. So in this picture, what we've got is looks like scissors, I guess, and
So as you can see, that would be intended to give you an overview of what the lesson is about. So that can be helpful and break up the reading that was done in those teacher's editions. That's what the videos are intended for. So happy exploring on the Embark website that has the open access or free materials for you to skim through.